Clampers, welcome back for another episode of Free and Budget Campsites Queensland. Mate, my name's Peter and I'm travelling around Australia road testing caravan parks, road sites, free campsites, you name it, I'm road testing it. Before we get right into the show, just a quick little reminder to turn your notification button on. If you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button, and at the end of the video, if you want, give us a thumbs up. We're in Queensland at the moment, about halfway between Ingham and Tully itself. It's around 40 k's to 50 k's off the main highway into this place right now. We're at a place called Murray Falls camping area. It's a great little site. Look, you have to pre-book before you get here. There's no on-site booking registration stuff out here. Normally you can come out here in most of these places and book while you're out here, but you can't. Now this little box up here normally keeps the little tags that you've got to write all your information. Stick it in the front of your car so the ranger knows that you have paid and you are registered for here. It's a national park, so sorry to say, with dogs, boo, no dogs are allowed in here. Look, it is a really cheap campsite. It's $7. It's $7 a night here, each person. The fees are over here, but you can get online, which is the Queensland National Parks. It's a government website. If they've got an email, I'll actually leave the email also. Look, this campsite's got a really lot to offer. The campsites are huge. They've got fire pits for everywhere. You can hold fires here, but have them in a fire pit. And it's renowned for the Murray Falls, which are spectacular. And there's a little swimming hole down here and a day use area, which I'll show you throughout the show. They've got toilets here and they've got showers, which I'll also show you. Let's not waste time and get in there and have a look at the campsite. Let's go. Woo glampers. When you come up to the fork in the road on the dirt track, bit of a heads up with the dirt track. Out of 5, it's around a 3 with the corrugations. It's not too bad. My van, any worse, I wouldn't take it along here, because remember, with you with 4 drives and everything else, no problems with that with you. But with me, I've got 100 PSI in my tyres. I feel every bump. Now, most people turn around and say, let down your tyres. I can't do that. If I ever let down my tyres, no service station can pump my tyres up. They only go to around 70 PSI at the service station. I need over 85 to 90 PSI. I need to go to a truck stop. So I can't really let my tyres down. Anyway, back to the fork in the road. Left-hand side takes you to the actual day use area where that swim, which I'll show you very shortly. And you go to the right, takes you uphill, takes you to the campsites. Now, the day use area of Murray Falls Creek. Look, it's a great little day use area. You've got ample amounts of parking here. You've got a turnaround bay up top that you can actually turn around and go back out. You've got also barbecues and picnic areas right behind me. But otherwise, it's a good little area. Let's go down and have a look where you swim. Look, if you're a bit scared about going up to the other one where there's a lot of water churning and stuff like that, come down to this section down here. It's the furthest you can actually go from the car park down here. You can probably actually go a bit further, but the tracks actually lead you down here and the walkway into there is fantastic. Look, take a little dip. The water is fantastic out here. It is beautiful. It's not that cold. Good enough for a swim, especially today, seeing how it's so humid. But what a fantastic place to lay on the rock like a lizard, have a bit of a drink. The toilet facilities. Look, I'm pretty impressed with these toilets. Mate, they've got hand sanitizer, they've got no paper towel, but they've got toilet papers and they're very clean, which is a bonus, man. And it's wheelchair access toilet. So it's a shared toilet and everything else. There's only one in there. There's a urinal in there for us. I don't think a girl's going to have a urinal, but if they do, good luck to you all. The toilets are pretty good. I am pretty impressed with the toilets. They've got showers over there, which I'll show you very shortly. But the toilets, out of 5, mate, they rank pretty high. I'm going to give them a 3. 3.5, maybe 4. No, look, they are a 4 out of 5. Mate, they're pretty well done. Let's go have a look at those showers. What do you reckon? Nah, mate, Jack, I didn't have a shower. This is the shower block. Look, it's not much of a shower block. It is cold showers, but it will do the trick because right now at the moment, I'm sweating. My name is Svetlana. No, look, it is pretty hot at the moment. Wow. I wouldn't say it's hot, humid would be the better point. I'd have to say it's hitting a 90% humidity right now while we're out here. That's what happens when spring hits. It starts to get a bit warm up here. Not as warm as in hot, it's a very humid day today. But anyway, they're the showers. They're not too bad. They're a single shower, but duh. They'll do the trick when you need to wash off when you go for a swim. I am going to go and have a look at the falls right now. Let's go up there and have a look. When you get to a campsite like this one, I always say to people, go explore, go have a look around and see what this actual campsite has to offer. Now this one has Murray Falls. Now we're at the base of the falls right now and it says no swimming. By listening to it, I'm thinking I know why. Anyway, let's get up there and have a look at the falls. Rightio, glampers, take a look at this place, eh? How cool is this? I don't know if you can be able to hear me over that. It is a pretty good waterfall. Now I'm looking down at the base and I know why. Don't go swimming at the base. Nah, it's just like a washing machine. When you do come up here, take some shots of this. It is beautiful up here.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. The number you have dialed has been...
Righto, the phone reception. Guess what? Boo! Not much phone reception out here. Look, you're going to get Razoo out here. It stopped working around 5 kilometres on the way in here. It is what it is. Even my Telstra box. When you get to a place like this, I also mention it while you're up at Falls itself. When you come to a place like this, do a bit of exploring. Be David Attenborough or something. But they've got a few walk tracks here. You can actually walk along and go through the rainforest. There is a viewing station where you can take some pictures and some video, but also just a bit of a heads up. It does say further on in here, there is a plant. It's got a heart-shaped leaf, little red berries on it, reminds you of raspberries and everything else. Don't touch the leaves. They get a bit prickly and they will sting you. So just a bit of a heads up on that. I'll put it up on the screen right now, the actual berry itself. As you can see right now, try not to go near them and don't touch them. Rightio, duty groovers and glampers. Mate, this is the campsite that I've actually picked. Look, I like this campsite. It's not the one over here, which is right near the showers that are very, very open to solar, but I am in a good space to get the solar in the afternoon. It's a great little campsite. They are pretty flat, but I was out around that much on one side, so I had to chock my van up one side so my fridge and that works. As you do when you've got a 3-way fridge, you've got to have it pretty level. You don't have to have it dead level, but pretty level the way it is. But that's the campsite there. I'm impressed with it. I've got my own little fire ring, and every campsite that I've looked at the moment has a little fire ring for their campsites. Look, they're pretty spacious campsites around here. Look, you've got a lot of tree foliage here, so if you don't want the solar, there's plenty of places to park among the trees. Now this one here has got an open spot, so you can get some solar and everything else. Look, the trees are pretty spaced out. They're not a dense foliage on top, so no matter what part of the day you're going to get some solar anyway. Most of these campsites, they do come with fire pits, and there is plenty of wood around to burn. You've just got to go a bit of a foraging, or if not, an axe, a saw, whatever, chop the wood up and Bob's your uncle, you got a fire. Rightio, the campsites that are up on the top end. Look, every campsite's got water around it, but just a bit of a heads up at the moment, you've got to either treat the water or boil it a couple of times before you drink it. As you can see behind me, the campsites are pretty good. Like, you've got around 3 or 4. Well, I can count 4 or 5 fire pits. I'm assuming every fire pit is a campsite. Now, up on this end, you probably have to chock your vans up a little bit more compared to the ones that I'm in at the moment, but they come with Barbies. How cool is that, eh? But they're only wooden Barbies, so if you need to have a fire or something to eat, you need to go search for some timber. No worries. Rightio, it's come to the part of the show again where I always remind you, when you come to places like this, look, there's no bins scattered around the park here. They're all on the way out. So it's not very far. Look, the furthest you're going to walk is probably 100 metres to the bins. I always say, when you come to places like this, leave no trace. Rightio, glampers, I hoped you liked the campsite Murray Falls. I did. I reckon it's fantastic for $7. I did that $7 again. For the $7 that you get to stay here, great. Offers toilets, offers showers, offers a waterfall, which is a photographer's dream, taking pictures. I loved it. You've got a day use area, you've got barbecues, you've got fire for every campsite, and the campsite is huge. And the toilets, they're a high one. Look, it is a really nice campsite. The only thing that's really letting it down, which is not a bad thing, is the phoneception. You're going to get zilch out here. So it's advisable for you to book before you get here. It's on the screen right now. The website you need to go to book it. Pick the campsite, pay it with credit card, get your little receipt. Normally they have tags out here to put on there. So if you're at home before you get out here, print it out so you can stick it on your dashboard so the ranger can see. Righto, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, totally in your hands. If you haven't done it already, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to turn the notifications on. No worries, I'll talk to you next campsite. Have a great weekend.